All right, guys, welcome back. Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we got a really cool trainer we're going to be showing you here. This is a BB gun from Springfield Armory that is set up just like an M1 carbine. I mean, it weighs the same, looks the same, feels the same. We're going to be comparing this to the real deal, and let's have a little fun. So this is a .177 BB launcher. Let's give it a try here. Get a few shots in before we get started. All right. Cool stuff. All right, there's our BB trainer. All right, now we're going to shoot the real thing just for comparison. This is a World War II M1 carbine here. All right, let's give that a try. All right, good stuff. The old trusty M1. All right, hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be checking out this little BB trainer here. You know, I've been noticing these kind of out and about, and they're doing a great job of making these a very faithful reproduction, or recreation rather, of the original M1 carbine. Our friends at Pyramyd Air were nice enough to send us one of these to show off in a video here for you today. Big thanks to Pyramyd Air, by the way, for supporting our channel. Great group of people. They have wonderful prices, great customer service, great selection. I mean, if you're looking for anything at all, they have every random airgun accessory you could ever ask for. Tanks, bottles, fill lines, all your accoutrements, if you will. Of course, guns, compressors, you name it. Check them out, and also make sure you text IV8888 to the number below, and you'll receive a discount if you do decide to shop over at Pyramyd Air. So Springfield Armory, wow, you know, the sights adjust just like the real thing. It even has a bayonet lug, the proper, you know, sling mount. The stock feels really beefy, just like a real gun. You know, the bolt locks to the rear, just like the real version does. And really, other than the fact that it's you know, an air gun and not an actual powder burner, you know, it looks and feels and weighs, you know, just like the real thing. And of course, we do have the genuine article right here. Now, nothing beats a good old, you know, M1, but just to show you comparison, you know, they look pretty good together. And that's a pretty faithful recreation of the old school M1. We're gonna set this one to the side. All right, and I'm going to show you how this magazine works and everything. So it is a CO2. It uses a 12-gram CO2 cartridge to get its air. You're going to get about 2 magazines out of 1 CO2 cartridge, okay? That should have been about 15 rounds there in the intro. So this cartridge is good enough for us to probably shoot another mag out of it. You just lock this little stud down here, down and to the left, and there's a little fill hole here on the back. I'm going to go ahead and just carefully fill this magazine, hopefully not in too much of a hurry. I know it's hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm just dropping the rounds down this little window here. Okay, that looks good. And if you got a few stragglers, you can just toss those back in there. That's 15 BBs in there. These are just steel BBs from Air Venturi. They come in this little container here. It looks like this. Got a nice little fill valve here for you to fill them in there. Anti-rust coating steel BBs, .177. The 12-gram CO2 canisters we're running are also from Air Venturi. All right, since we've already got a half a charge in this one, we'll go ahead and shoot it. Has the exact same locking tabs as any other M1 carbine. We'll go ahead and lock the mag in, work the bolt. The gun's ready to run. The safety is in exactly the same location as a real deal USGI M1 carbine. And honestly, the trigger is about the same too. It's a nice crisp trigger. It feels just like a military trigger. So they did a great job on this in that regard. All right, we're getting a little weak there, and we're out of ammo. So now we have to put a new 12 gram in there. So I'll show you how that's done. It's pretty straightforward. You just unscrew this little cap on the bottom of the magazine. You're gonna have a little air bleed off, that's okay. Unscrew that. There's your 12 gram, that comes out, that's an empty one. We're gonna take a fresh one, place it in there gently, don't go slamming it, because you don't want it to pop and fly out of there and hit you in the face. You're gonna go ahead and start this cup into the rear. All right, we're gonna start it till it just starts to give me some resistance. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then the same on the loading process. Go ahead and top this thing off real quick. Doesn't take that long. And of course you can get spare magazines for this if you want to be able to go out and just play and not have to, you know, load it quite as often. But you know, this is an interesting option. You know, maybe you live somewhere where they don't allow center fire versions of guns or something like that. Or maybe you just want a trainer. It was just that quick. All right, there's our full magazine. This is a great option for somebody that wants something like that. Maybe you're a collector that lives abroad and you can't exactly have real versions of certain guns, or they're not available where you live. Or maybe you have the real thing, but you don't want to put a lot of wear and tear on it. You want to still be able to go out, maybe let your, you know, younger folks shoot it. You know, maybe you got a grandson or a granddaughter, you want to give them something fun to play with and not necessarily have to, you know, put a real M1 in their hands. This has a lot of interesting connotations to it. And I'm quite impressed at the accuracy too. You know, it tracks beautifully with the sights. It shoots right where it's looking. It does drop a little bit out to 50 yards, but gosh, it is windy out here and it's just a little CO2 gun. So, you know, you're not gonna really be shooting further than 50 yards with it anyway. Let's try that plate back there. We got a fresh cylinder on it. See if you can hear it ding back there. Okay, that's empty. And again, I'll top this one mag off while we're talking here. I think y'all get the idea. You know, I just generally wanted to show off how this thing works and show you that this is an option. It's just something that's kind of cool, not really, you know, the kind of thing that you're really gonna see every day in the big scheme of things. I mean, I knew that these little trainers were out there. I didn't know that they were quite as prevalent as what they are. You know, apparently it's certainly a nice thing to have, and depending on where you're at, and of course I'm spilling BBs all over the place because I'm trying to explain and do all this at the same time, and it is not working out for me. Probably would help to have a little tray to catch some of the spare BBs in. That probably could not be a bad idea. Okay, maybe have you a little plastic tray to set these in so you can catch all your spare BBs that you're inevitably going to lose. All right, let's try this out. Okay. Very cool. Okay, I'll tell you about how about one more mag through the real M1 just for fun. That gives you an idea of what this thing's capable of. You know, it doesn't pack like a tremendous amount of power. It's not something you're gonna like kill animals with, or, you know, I would imagine maybe at close distance, a squirrel or a small critter, you know, it would kill one, no problem, but this is really more of a tool to take out and have fun with and train with, and it's meant to be, you know, in that kind of trainer category. So hopefully you enjoy checking this out. You know, if this was something you didn't know about, maybe this is something you know exists. And Springfield makes an M1A that we're going to be showing off in a future video that is the same type of setup where it's meant to be a, you know, all wood trainer version of the M14 essentially. And there's a lot of other stuff. Like, you remember when we did the Legends video on the Legends broom handle? Okay, same concept, right? That one was actually full auto, so check that out. We have a video on the Legends broom handle as well if you haven't seen that particular video. We've also got a Springfield 1911 coming up we're going to be showing off. It's a CO2 gun as well as an XD. So Springfield does have some handguns, but you'll see those in a couple of future videos. Just want to show this off. I know this video is kind of short and straight to the point, but wanted to show this off. Thought maybe this would be something that interests some of you. All right, we'll shoot the real M1 for fun, just to pack a wallop on a few of these plates. I just had this gun resprung actually, so it's good to see that it's working good for me. Okay, we'll shoot this thing real quick, have a little bit of fun here. Ooh, I need to clean that mag, it's a little rusty. Okay. Not bad. Can't go wrong with an M1, whether it's a powder burning version or air gun version. They're a lot of fun. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I had fun making it. Again, go over to Pyramyd Air and use the code IV8888 at the number below. You can receive a discount if you want to check one of these guns out for yourself. Have a good day. Many more videos on the way. We'll see you soon.